Hi 7th graders, I hope you have been doing well. Today we are going to work on the lesson 2.3, which is all about adding and subtracting fractions. So our learning target is I can add and subtract fractions with like denominators. Alright, so when we are doing this, we're going to look at this first picture. So when my denominators are exactly the same, I keep my I don't keep my numerator. I add my numerators, and I keep my denominator the exact same. Alright, so let's practice how to do this. So I look at number 1. I'm going to add these fractions. I see my denominators are both 4. So I don't need to do anything with them. I'm just going to add my numerators. 3 plus 3 gives me 6 for an answer, and my denominator stays the same. But now I need to write my answer in the lowest form. So to do that, I need to simplify 6 over 4. Alright, so how I simplify it is, this was back in the last video, you could either find the greatest common factor, or you could divide by 2, by 3, by 5, by 7, or by 11. I know that both of these numbers are even, so I'm just going to divide by 2. Alright, 6 divided by 2 gives me 3, and 4 divided by 2 gives me 2. So my fraction is simplified. If you wanted, you could write this as a mixed number, which would be 1 and 1/2, but 3/2 is just fine. Alright, let's look at number 2. When I look at number 2, I'm noticing I'm taking 5/7 plus 6/7. I know that my denominators are the same, so I just add straight across. 5 plus 6 gives me 11, and 7 is my denominator, and it just stays the same. Alright, so now when we think about 11 and 7, can I simplify that at all? I can't. I could make it a mixed number, so it would be 1 and 4 over 7. Or I can just leave it as 11 over 7. We know that 11 and 7 are both primes, so they can't simplify any more than that. Alright, number 3. Taking 16 over 25 plus 12 over 25. So I notice my denominators are exactly the same, so I just add my numerators. 16 plus 12 gives me 28, and then my denominator stays the same. Alright, is there anything I can simplify when I look at 28 over 25? Both my numbers are not even, so I can't divide by 2. Both my numbers are not divisible by 3. They're not both divisible by 5. They're not divisible by 7. And lastly, they're not divisible by 11. So my answer is just 28 over 25. Alright, number 4. 23 over 100 plus 54 over 100. Alright, I notice my denominators are the same, so I'm just going to add straight across. 23 plus 54 gives me 77, and my denominator stays exactly the same. Alright, can I simplify 77 over 100? I know 77 is like 7 times 11, but 100 times 11 isn't a nice number. So I don't think I can simplify it. So my answer is just 77 over 100. Alright, so that's how we add. Now let's move on to subtraction. Now that I'm subtracting fractions with like denominators, all you're going to do is you're going to subtract your numerators and keep your denominators the same. Alright, so let's look at number 1. I'm going to subtract these numbers and write the answer in the lowest form. So I notice that both my denominators are 10. So I'm just going to subtract straight across. 9 minus 8 gives me 1, and my denominator stays the same. So my answer is 1/10, and that's already simplified. You can't simplify that anymore. So we're done. Alright, number 2. Taking 34 over 12 minus 30 over 12. I see my denominators are the same, so I subtract straight across. 34 minus 30 gives me 4, and my denominator is 12. So now I need to simplify 4 over 12. So to do that, I know they're both even, so I'm going to divide them by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. If I look at 2/6, can I simplify that again? I can divide by 2 again. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So my answer is 1/3. Alright, let's look at number 3. 7/9 minus 3/9. I notice my denominators are the same. I subtract straight across. 7 minus 3 is 4. 9 is my denominator, so it stays the same. Can I simplify 4 over 9? I can't, so that is my answer. Alright, number 4. Taking 23 over 8 minus 13 over 8. Alright, I notice they're both 8s, so I subtract straight across. 23 minus 13 gives me 10, and my denominator stays the same. Alright, both my numbers are even, so I can divide by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 8 divided by 2 is 4. You cannot simplify 5/4 anymore, so that is your answer. Alright, number 5. 12 over 18 minus 9 over 18. I notice my denominators are the same, so I subtract. 12 minus 9 gives me 3, and my denominator is 18. Now I know I can simplify this, and both of these numbers are divisible by 3, so I'm going to divide by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 18 divided by 3 is 6. So my answer is 1/6. And lastly, 3/4 minus 1/4. My denominators are the same, so I subtract straight across. 3 minus 1 is 2. 4 is my denominator, so it stays the same. 2/4 simplifies because I can divide by 2 again. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So my answer is 1/2. Alright, so right now you have one IXL to do, and just know it is in 6th grade. So make sure you don't do 7th grade J1, make sure you do 6th grade J1. Please let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye, 7th